Hey guys, so this will be a tad bit different, and then I'm actually going to follow some forms that I have online that we use at our gym for goal setting. I'm show you kind of how to do it, but here's the spoiler for all of it. 1, set some goals, and 2, find someone who's already done it and ask them questions. So basically have a mentor, okay? So I'm going to go down 2 routes. 1, this is a CrossFit gym, and this is basically for my members. And I thought, well, I should probably put it out for everyone because it's probably going to help somebody. So obviously the number 1 biggest question I get is, how do I affect my health and fitness, right? So it's funny that people use those differently, health and fitness. I mean, I consider my health part, fitness is part of that. So if I said my fitness, I'm like, but health, to me, that's fitness as well. So it encompasses more. So how do I affect my health? But everyone always says health and fitness, or I'll say sweat and nutrition. But there's also rest. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm going to go down that route for the members. And then the other biggest question I get is, most of you guys know I'm in the real estate world, not like Kyle Stevens or other guys who are in the buying and selling, but I'm a landlord, so I buy and hold. My strategies are way different than most people, but I'm going to walk you through on how to get started in that too. What would be a good goal to set for yourself, and then how to walk through it, okay? So I'm going to be looking this way so I can look at my computer. I have 3 forms that we use for goal setting. One is the easy form, which is 2 questions, and it just creates a conversation. So here's the thing. Having something set is better than not, but creating a conversation with a mentor is really what you want to go to. And the mentor could be, in this case, it could be anybody on a goal to spitball ideas, right? It'd be best if they've already done it or have achieved what you like, then you'd get some better advice. But here's the thing. So I have got some friends that have been part of our gym who say, you can't help me because I know so much. And here's what I'd say to all of those people who feel like, well, I know more than everybody. How can they possibly help me? The one thing you can't do is look at yourself in 2nd person or 3rd person, because you are always there. Nobody will ever be able to give themselves advice without all of the stuff that comes with it on their own internal view. So that's why you should have a mentor. That's why you should have a friend. That's why you should have a community of somebody you can talk to. In my opinion, that's why you should have someone you pay to tell you the answer that is right, even when it hurts. So free help isn't maybe the best, but at least it's something. Okay, so some of you guys may notice I've got some wounds on me. I went to the dermatologist. Everyone should go there, but I spent a lot of time in the sun, so he likes to spray me with the frozen spray of doom. So yes, I'm looking quite awesome. Anyway, okay, so the first thing, in the health and fitness, I have 2 questions. What are your 3 biggest struggles with your health fitness right now? Okay, so my 3 biggest struggles is, I have a hard time making time for it. I know, I own the gym, and I have a hard time making time for it. Sometimes when I walk in, I think I'm going to work out and I end up fixing a toilet. I'm like, yeah, right? So I have a hard time making time for it. 2, I feel that I have to be a little bit overt in what I do so that people can see that even I scale and modify, and that's totally fine. So I would like to just go into a corner and work out, but I feel like I need to show people that it is totally fine to pursue health and fitness with a shoulder injury or a knee injury or whatever, and not do RX. You don't have to do prescribed. The next thing in health and fitness is I have gone a bit extreme in the no sugar, no bread. And while I enjoy that, my face is getting drawn in, and I think possibly it's not healthy to be this dedicated to a program. So any program will work if you stick to it. The Hollywood cookie diet will work if you stick to it. I eat 1 cookie a day. I don't know, whatever. But so anyway, those are my struggles in health and fitness. And then the next thing is, what's one health and fitness related goal you'd like to accomplish in the next 3 months? So easy one for me. I've struggled a lot with my knee, which has come over to my foot. My knee is fine now. Now my foot hurts from compensating. So in the next 3 months, I'd like to fix the fact that my foot hurts when I run. Fortunately, in CrossFit, I can just get on a bike or row, so I don't have to run too much. So I want to fix that. Do I actively do anything right now? No. So these are the questions then that my coach would ask, right? So I want to fix my foot. All right, so that's just 2 questions. Then it starts a conversation. The coach is going to look at those questions and say, Andy, what are you doing for your foot right now? And I'm going to be like, nothing. She's going to say, here's some advice, because I do this for a living. Would you start doing this? Coaching, mentoring, and then accountability. Andy, are you doing that stuff for your foot? No. Well, you're never actually going to reach that goal if you don't do something. Like, yeah, that's probably true. All right. So let me move to the next form. Same thing, health and fitness, and I'll get to the real estate in a minute. So first one is, so how are things going with your health and fitness now? So that's a nice general question. So I'd say, yeah, 2 thumbs up. I'm doing all right, except for my foot. But yeah, so that's a great overall statement. What are you most proud of accomplishing in the last few weeks or months? So I like this because it has a bright spot. So we don't always want to do Debbie Downer. I mean, I'm okay with give me the advice. I know I'm not great at this. Just tell me. But I think it's better to spend a moment to say, we're real people. Let's talk about and celebrate the small successes. So I tell my soccer kids, juggle. I can't get to 20. Whatever, just juggle. 2 is better than 0, right? And it's hard to see that. So don't count numbers, right? So I would say, what am I most proud of accomplishing right now? The fact that I can still work out, even with some injuries and almost being 50, and do myself well and be smart, that I'm not hurting myself doing things like the other day I wasn't smart. It was probably 4 or 5 weeks ago. I tried to share a bar with Tim Moy, who's way stronger than me. And I was like, yeah, I'll just do what he's doing. He kept stacking on weight as we ran. I came in and I caught the bar in a snatch. I'm like, ooh, my back. And then I was like, ooh, my stupid. So I was just being dumb. I shouldn't have done that. So I'm most proud of me being not stupid anymore, or not, yeah, sure, that works. Next thing is, what have you struggled with the most? My foot. What were your past goals? All right, that's a good one. So in this case, my past goals have been, well, it depends on how far past you go, right? So my general goals are make it to the gym 3 times a week, don't eat stupid stuff, and listen to my body. So yes, yes, and yes. So I've done those. So that's good. So I'm moving on from those past goals. What are your current goals? So this is a bad one. My current goal is to fix my foot. What do I do for it? Absolutely nothing. It sure would help to have some accountability, right? The next one is I would love to be able to go to the gym 4 times a week and actually work out 4 times a week. So like the other day I went in and there's a pinhole pop in our copper pipe, and I spent class trying to figure out what to do with that. So it'd be great to work out, right? But I guess whatever, that's how it is. And then this is probably my favorite question, and it gets in the next form. Why is this important to you? Well, I have a vision of hiking that Appalachian Trail, as well as coaching my kids' kids in soccer. And in that vision, the mindset or the picture of me, who that is I'm healthy and fit. And what does that mean? What does that look like, right? I have a picture of that. So I need to have that. If I can't fix my foot and my heel, or my ankle and my foot and my knee, I can't walk the trail. I mean, well, I can, but it'd take me 2 years. And if I don't look at myself 10, 15 years in the future, I may not be a person who can run the field and coach kids, right? So I'm coaching soccer, that's good. And I'm staying healthy and fit. All right, so I like that form. It's good. It dives a little bit deeper than the other two, and it provides a coach a little bit more foundation to have a conversation with. But I think more, it attacks you a little bit more to say, hey, here's some good things, but what about the other stuff, right? So it's a good give and take. The next form that I like better is the 5 whys, because it hits the heart. So goals are great, but a sticky why is the best. You go to the doctor says, if you don't change things, you're going to die in 3 months. Man, that is and it's trying to reconnect. I don't know what happened there. Hopefully it reconnected. And you are going to have a really sticky why to go and do whatever it is that you need to do. So imminent death, while not great, is a motivator. Now, we all know we are going to die. That's just as Eric says, 100% of people who are alive die, right? So life causes death. But when? And how do we meet it? So are we going to meet it in feebleness with someone else wiping our own butt, or on our own terms, right? I mean, and sometimes you can't, but most of the times you can at least affect some stuff. All right, so here's the 5 whys. Why are you interested in our services? I don't know. I signed up here. I just want to pay some money, and that's it. You know, there's got to be a why. Something drove you here. So why am I interested in the services that we created back in 2008? I want to be healthy and fit later on. At the time, it was, I just want to be healthy and fit now. I missed the competitive mode that my life had, and CrossFit gave me that. I'm out of the competition phase. I don't really care about that. I want longer fitness, right? So, but that was it. It was to fill a hole that I had in my life with some competition and health and fitness. And when I was doing adventure race training, I'd go out for 2 hours to do whatever. And my family's like, really? And I was a traveling sales guy, so when I came home, I left to do, and they're like, that isn't, I'm like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I need to fix that. Why do you want to achieve that? So again, my sticky whys, I want to hike the Appalachian Trail, the map on my wall. It's a visual reminder of what I want to do. And I want to coach my kids in soccer. Those are my really sticky whys, all right? Why is this important to you? One, I want to be a granddad that is engaged and active, as well as a dad, but I already am doing that is engaged and active in the life, the family of my kids. Not, hey, how are you doing, right? Or, hey, or snap, I don't know what they do, right? I want to be there. I want to be involved. I want them to be like, Grandpa, or whatever they're going to call me, Stinky Daddy, whatever, right? I want, and not just the grandkids, but my kids to see, because there is no bigger thing. Some of you that don't have kids, you'll get this when you do. Or if you mentor some younger kids, you'll see this. When somebody loves your kids as much as you do and invests in them like you're trying to do, man, the heart grab is tremendous. And I want people to know, well, in this case, I want my family to know that I am invested in them and I want to be in, not just a part. Not a part, but you know what I mean. And it's the same thing we do in the gym. We want our coaches to be invested in your health and fitness. Not so creepy that they're going to your soccer games and coaching your kids. That'd be a little bit weird. Unless it's me, and no, I don't think I coach any of members' kids. But anyway, okay. So again, why is this important to you? So why will this make a difference in your life? Because Stephen Covey, which I don't have the book, so he's got a 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. He says, if you want to build goals, start with the end in mind. What do you want them to say about you when you're dead, right? And one of the things that I wrote a long time ago, which drives some of this, is he's missed. And he can't be missed unless you've invested. So why is this, why will this make a difference? I know that I'll be missed, not so much for the fact that, well, that's egotistical, you're missed. No, how do you become missed? Because you invested, and I want to invest, and I love helping people. There's another book, yeah, it's in the other room. It's called Help First by Chris Cooper. Man, love that book. Okay, so why will this matter? Because when I am gone, I will have impacted somebody in a way that needed to be impacted that nobody else would, right? The reason I coach sports is because there is something that you learn in sports that school and the bubble sheets will never teach you. Character development, how to have better mindset, all that stuff, right? So the 5 whys, I think, is a better dive deep into you, but it's tough because you really have to search. You can't just type this out. I'll link all of these below, and you can play with them all if you want to. Okay, so health and fitness, that's where I would go, the 5 whys. We're going to do this for the gym. Everybody do something. Now we're going to talk about real estate, because really that is like the second biggest question, Andy. It's like, Andy, how did you do the real estate stuff? I'm like, well, unfortunately, it's not tough. Any idiot can get into real estate, but you have to plan. So what would I do in terms of these goals? Let me go back to the first sheet. So what are your 3 biggest struggles in getting invested into real estate? I don't have the money, I don't have the knowledge, and I don't know where. I mean, that's pretty much everybody's, right? That's how it starts. So usually it's money, 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 and then the other stuff. What's one real estate related goal that you'd like to accomplish in the next 3 months? Okay, so I don't have the money. Can I fix that in 3 months? Probably not. Location, well, I could probably fix that. And knowledge, yeah, I could probably fix that too. So I'm gonna go with knowledge. You know what? Here's the easy thing. Get on a podcast, buy some books, audiobooks. Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad is a great place to start. I love his idea of how your house is not an asset because it doesn't generate you income. When you sell it, sure, but at the time it's not. It's a deficit. I know most people are going, that's not the way people do it. Fine. Generate money out of that and call it an asset. Or don't, and it's not, right? So fix your knowledge. Easy one. Next easy one is, well, to fix the knowledge and location is get a mentor. Talk to somebody. Talk to me. If you're interested in the Woodstock area, that's what I do, right? Or Kyle Stevens. I mean, he sells people houses to do, well, to live in and to rent out, right? Other realtors, right? They want to help you. If you're, another great resource I had for a long time till he moved to Florida, my mentor was a real estate agent that bought his own real estate to rent and did that as a living as well. So he was a real estate agent and a landlord. I'm like, well, then you know exactly what I want. Can I just buy stuff from you? And he's like, yes. So I am paying him his mentor service by the fees associated with buying a house, right? Okay, so next one. So the 90-day check-in goal form, you can change it easily for real estate is, how are things going right now in your real estate adventure? I'm gonna assume you're doing nothing. So you're like, I mean, it's not. I'm doing nothing and I'm pondering, so it's going poorly. Actually, I'd say you're doing average for most everybody out there has the same thought. Like, I wanna do it, but I'm not, right? What are you most proud of in this real estate adventure in the last few weeks or months? Well, let's just pretend like I'm beginning again. Nothing. I haven't done anything. Okay, well, let's fix that, right? We already know we can at least read a book. Those are pretty cheap. What do you struggle with most? I just don't know where to start. Find a mentor, right? So again, these questions will help you, and then talk to somebody and they can guide you. What were your past goals? Well, I really wanted to have the money for it and to educate myself and find a location. And then, what are your current goals? Those same three. Okay, so you're not doing anything. So if you're same goals forever, then you're just spinning your wheels. That's the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So do something different. Why is this important to you? And this is the one that I think drives deep. And in the back of your mind, you're thinking, yeah, putting money away for retirement, it's nice and smart, but how long will I live and how much will I spend and will I draw down that mountain of cash I should have? I'm a little nervous. That plan is semi-stupid or at least not fully robust. Having real estate is robust. You never get fired, retired, laid off, whatever, when you own real estate property. So let's say you own, I don't know, let's say you start now and you have 15-year notes. And in 15 years, you plan to retire. And let's say you buy 10 houses. Okay, so the mortgage, it's a little bit of a struggle for those 15 years because you got to pay mortgages and so forth. Rental rates always go up. Just check Zillow. It'll go up and up. Your mortgage will stay the same. Over time, you're like, hey, this is getting easier. I'm making some money. This is good. 15 years, pop. Now you have 10 houses. Let's assume minus expenses and all the other things, you're charging something like, I don't know, $1,700 for a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, which is what they would go for right now in a decent house. In the future, it'd be more, but let's just say that, and you're paying the expenses and whatever, and you're making $1,000 per house, and you have 10 of them. So that's $10,000 a month or $120,000 a year. So somebody else helped you pay for that, and now you're making $120,000 a year. Could you retire on 100? You could retire right now on $120,000 a year. So that's why people do it. Why is this important to you? I want to have a future that is resistant to all of this craziness because people need to live somewhere. Unless, I don't know, they invent something new that's people live underground. Whatever. Okay, so the next one is the 5 whys. And I think this dives a little bit deeper into why you would want to do real estate. So why are you interested in real estate? Because I'd like to have a future passive income that I can count on and maybe retire early or have something to offset and then maybe even sell it when I'm dead and kids, whatever, right? Why do you want to achieve that? It gives me a better picture of the future, more happy, more hopeful, something to look forward to rather than the fear of dwindling supplies as I hopefully live longer with health and fitness and then draw down all that money that I thought I accumulated, right? Why is this important to you? I want to be able to live the way I want to live without fear in the future. Why will this make a difference to you? Well, I could go on cruises with my family. I could do fun things. I could be part of the world. I wouldn't be eating cat food because I'm worried about my money, right? I mean, maybe some of you guys don't know that. There's a big thing where senior population eats pet food because it's cheaper, unregulated, to save money, right? Not only do I want to wipe my own butt, health and fitness, but I want to afford my own toilet. That sounds weird, but wealth, right? Why will this matter? Because the outlook for my mindset and my heart for the future and the emotional well-being of everybody in my family is better when we're financially secure. So I'm trying to build financial security. So the 3 forms drives down into your goals. The last one is the whys, which is I think if you can establish your why, the goals get done because you realize, damn, I need to do this now. Okay. If you'd like help with that, I'm going to attach these forms. This is, like I said, mostly for my members, but I'm going to post it to the big group, and I'm happy to help folks with real estate. This is a great time. Every time is a great, the best time to buy real estate is last year or 10 years ago. So now is the best time. Don't wait. Accumulate some cash. Use Steve Ramsey's debt snowball. Get out of debt first and then snowball that cash into some houses. Kyle Stevens and other real estate agents out there are happy to help you buy smart property that makes you money. All right. Take care, guys.